everyone, RTO is always an extra expenditure for all the e-commerce entrepreneurs. Therefore, the lower the RTO rate, the better is it for you and your business. Today, we have Shivam Arora, who manages the e-commerce of Sri and Sam. Sri and Sam is a seamless fusion of Indian tradition and Western transcendence, attributing to the world of fine dining and cutlery. Sri and Sam is an emerging leader in breakthrough innovation with stainless steels. It has scaled to new heights in fabricating items and encompassing the globe. Thank you for being with us, Shivam.
All right, thank you so much for having me.
Sri and Sam has a wide variety of products ranging from 400 to 26,000. How do you handle RTO and how do you qualify your orders?
So we basically have a website on Shopify. So what we do is every day, all the orders that come in, we call them one by one before dispatching them, and we confirm their orders by telling them the exact amount and what discounts they've applied and all the details about it. And once they have confirmed the order to us, it is only when we start dispatching it. So that's how we qualify our orders. A lot of orders, while we give them a call, get cancelled, and that's how we ensure that we don't send in any fraudulent orders or all the numbers that are not applicable. We cancel those orders. All the addresses that we are not able to get to and the phone numbers are not reachable, we cancel all of those orders. So that's how we process them.
Okay, sure. Does the percentage of RTO change with the price range of the product?
So it basically depends, as in it does not change like that. I have seen a common trend in all of our orders, as in, let's say, even if my average order value gets increased with some of our policies or anything discount policies that change in, that gets you a variance in your average order value, but the RTO rate actually remains the same.
Okay.
As in, if half of or 40 to 50% of my orders are getting cancelled in the starting itself from the very beginning when I give them a call. So that's the same even if my average order value earlier, when it was just 400 to 500 rupees when I had low valued products. Now when we have higher value products, it's still the same. So it's not increased or decreased yet.
Okay, sure. Since most of the RTOs are from cash on delivery, do you think it is a good practice to remove cash on delivery as a payment method altogether?
So I don't think that is possible in our country. We basically have practiced this policy when we started our website. Within the 6 months, we did several testing, several type of experiments on how we can run our website. And one of it was this, that we just provided prepaid orders and we didn't give cash on delivery. So our order rate actually drastically decreased down. It went down to about 20 to 25%, and a decrease of 75% was way more. So in India, people tend to, like on newer brands especially, if let's say there is a brand which has a brand value altogether, pehle se hi, like from earlier itself, they have a brand value, they have been into retail or some other type of model and they are entering into online. So they'll have an advantage over this. But for newer brands, I would say that this will not be much of an advantage, or they cannot do that. It won't be workable because most of the orders are cash on delivery in India.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Shivam. It was indeed a pleasure to have you with us.
All right. Thank you so much, Priya. Thank you for having us.